Hello guys, welcome to another video, and in this one we are going to discuss DCShadow again. And for this one we are going to be changing the SID history of a user account, and the user account is going to be my user account, my current user account, which I am a domain admin, but I want to change the SID history to have the enterprise admin. Okay, and an SID history is an attribute that supports migration scenarios. So if I have in my SID history that I am the enterprise admin, and for some reason we join another domain and my account gets migrated, then I'm also going to be enterprise admin for the other domain. So for the other first, I'm going to be enterprise admin, and every user account has an associated security identifier, or SIDHiD, which is used to track the security principal and the access the account has when connecting to resources. But the SID history enables access for other accounts to effectively be cloned to another, and is extremely useful to ensure the users retain access when they are moved or migrated from one domain to another, or if your account is going to be cloned into another forest and stuff like that. And the difference between domain admin is that the domain admins in AD, so my current account as domain admin in AD, and in Active Directory, the domain admin has full access and rights by default on domain join servers and workstations and domain controllers, and also Active Directory. But the enterprise admin is a group in the forest root domain that has full AD rights to every domain in the AD forest. So any domain, anything that is in that forest, I'm going to have access to it. I'm going to have full access if I am enterprise admins, and that's why I want to go ahead and add that group to my SID history. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to find out the SID for the enterprise admin groups. So let's go ahead and do AD, and we are going to import Power View. Okay, so from here we are going to do a get domain group, same account name, and it's going to be enterprise admins. There we go. So I'm going to copy this because we are going to be using this. And also, if you do a get domain user, and my account is student1, you can see that I'm not, if you go to member of, you can see that I'm not part of the enterprise admin. I'm only part of the domain admins. So therefore, let's go ahead and become a enterprise admin. So it's going to be a backdoor that we're going to use. So first thing first, we are going to, let's go ahead and do it from the beginning. We are going to open command prompt, and we are going to execute the psexec. So we are going to cd ad psexec, and it's going to be iscmd. So we can open this as a system if we do a who am I, because we need to run mimikatz to set the attribute. It needs to be as a system, otherwise it won't work. Okay, and then the other one is going to be as domain admins. So let's go ahead and run it as admin. So this one we don't need to do the psexec, so we can move to enterprise admin so we can move to system. Okay, so from here we are going to go to cd ad mimikatz x64. We are going to run mimikatz, and this is a system, right? Who am I system. This one is who am I student1, the domain admin account. So what we want to run is, let's go ahead and copy and paste it. So there we go. So we are going to be using the same ls dump DCShadow. The object is going to, it's not going to be student 5 anymore. It's going to be student 1 because right now I don't have access to student 5. I do have access, so I'm going to have to enter this again because the way this one works, I'm going to have to edit over here and go ahead and copy and paste it again. There we go. So for student 1, we are going to edit the attribute of SIDHistory, right? And the SIDHistory, like I said before, is an attribute that supports migration and scenarios. And we are going to add that SID for the enterprise admin. Oh, not this one. This one. Kubins, okay. So now let's go ahead and open Mimikatz from my domain admin account. AD Mimikatz x64 Mimikatz, and from here what we're going to be doing is we are just going to do a LSA dump DCShadow push paste. There we go. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at my actually SIDHistory, and you are going to see that I don't have anything. So SIDHistory not set, right? There's nothing in there. So let's go ahead and set it. And student, we are going to first execute the one with the system, and then we are going to do the push. And I just became a domain admin for a couple seconds. You can see that we got registered, we performed the push, we got sync with the DC, and sync is done, and then we performed on registration so we can clean or clear our tracks basically. And you can see the RPC was running, and then it got stopped. So now let's go ahead and go to the AD, not set still. Let's go ahead and open it again, and sessions, actually we need to go to attributes editor, SIDHistory, and there we go. Now it is set to 519 Kubins. So let's go ahead and see if we see ourselves in that group. And there it is. We have the SIDHistory for 519. Awesome. That is really nice. And as you can see, you cannot see it in the member of. We're not part of the enterprise admin, but we have the SIDHistory in here, which therefore give us enterprise admin. And with that enterprise admin, what we could do is we can do this is sync attack. So what we could do, we can get the KR we can do a this is sync attack, and from there we can get also the KR GBT hashes, and we can do golden ticket after that.